guys. So we had two topics this week, both the evolutionary theory and then the major social reforms of the 19th century. So I and myself and one other person, it looks like, did or looked into the impacts of evolutionary theory. The main thing that I kind of saw was a few kind of ideas that we got from evolutionary theory that we still reference today. One being survival of the fittest, another adaptation, another sexual selection. So we see that, I feel like that kind of ties into both survival of the fittest and the theme of sexual selection. So basically, like either humans or animals selecting a mate that will be the best kind of selection for reproduction. So going back to survival of the fittest, you want to have the best possible mate in order to carry on your line. Another one was also comparative psychology, so comparing different species. And then the other theme, the major social reforms of the 19th century, two big ones that I noticed in our discussion. The first one being mental illness. So we saw how people with mental illness were treated very poorly, and they were basically locked into asylums. It was almost as if, we recognized it as a problem, but we didn't know how to handle it, and so instead of working on handling it, we just kind of put them away. So we saw that being a problem for a while, and then we had a few people, but two that I saw come up were Dorothea Dix and Pinnell as two people that fought for the reform of the way that we treated people with mental illness. Second big thing was women's rights and birth control. So before, women were told that the only way to avoid pregnancy was basically abstinence. So with the introduction of birth control, that was something that actually gave women a lot more power and control. All right, thanks guys.